But the serpent was wiser than all the animals that were in paradise, and God cursed the serpent and called him devil. And he said, Behold, Adam has become like one of us, knowing evil from good. Battle not with monsters, lest ye become a monster, and if you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you. Hey up, I'm HelixOblivion, and this is Broken Sword 5, A Serpent's Tale. I'm a big Broken Sword fan. I really like the art style of these games. I think they're great. I've been playing them since PS1. So yeah, I've actually had to record this beginning more times than I can say, but in the last day, twice. Because the first time I did it, I didn't realise there was no sound. Catalonia, Spain, 1937. Just at the outbreak of World War II. Yes. But no, yeah. Since I moved, updated my rig and everything, I'm having some technical issues. It's a settling in period. My recording software doesn't want to play nicely anymore. But I'm hoping to slowly work through the issues, and thank you for bearing with me on this. Thank you for not rising up in revolt and attacking my home with guns like these poor people are having to do. And here's a man after my own heart. He's saving the books. Books are important. You need as many books as possible.
Papa!
Tiago, go with your mother to the trap. Take this. It will always be your guide.
Yes, Papa.
We will join you shortly. Xavier, the painting.
Is that Xavier who goes on to make the school for talented young people? That's a very nice car. Seriously, they've got a big house.
This way.
I think that's the secret door there. Behind where he fell down.
Signora, it is too late. Go!
No! Papa!
Papa! No! That must be a traumatic event to go through.
Senor, in here.
Search them.
You look evil. He's the bad guy, you can tell.
Of course.
So, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say... Oh, Paris, present day. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the entire story is going to revolve around that picture and that medallion.
Passion, romance, l'amour. I was working in art insurance. It paid the rent, just about. And then, by chance, I met Nico at a private view.
You didn't tell me that you were back in Paris, George?
We should catch up. Let's have lunch.
Nobody move.
Non, monsieur, not la malédiction. Oh.
Oh non, de la malédiction. De la malédiction.
Once
No.
again, Paris had shown me her dark side. A brutal robbery, a senseless murder. Nico and I were about to be drawn into a new and terrifying adventure together.
I'd love to go to Paris.
The gallery owner was dead. I guess sometimes playing the hero doesn't pay. My company had insured the exhibition, so I had a crime to solve. The cops would be here soon. I didn't have much time.
Okay, let's examine...
The priest was giving last rites to the gallery owner. I didn't want to interfere.
Let's talk to the priest then. And interfere big styly.
Excuse me, Father.
Yes, my son.
I'm George Stobart. My company insured the exhibition.
My name is Simeon.
Is there anything I can do?
You can pray for his soul.
A senseless murder.
On the contrary, this killing makes plenty of sense.
What do you mean?
A great evil has taken place. This is the work of the devil.
What?
I am a Dominican priest. I know these things. And now, excuse me, I must pray.
1 minute, I'd been planning dinner with Nico. The next, I was talking art theft, murder, and the devil with a priest.
Okay. Why would the Dominican priest know specifically about the devil so much? Eyes.
Hair
Okay.
today, gone tomorrow.
I should probably leave things.
I
as
decided to
they
let
are.
Henri's toupee rest in peace. I didn't want Henri's blood on my hands. In Henri's pocket was a tiny bottle. It was a bottle of Brett. The label claimed it would wake the beast within.
Okay. But
There was a small piece of paper in the dead man's hand. It was too intriguing not to take a look. It read, 2:30 p.m., be ready. Innocent enough, until I realized that the robbery took place at 2:30 p.m. There was something fishy going on around here, and it wasn't just the canapes. I quickly replaced the note.
okay. What were you holding to on the way?
A cryptic note and a bottle of overpowering cologne. No personal effects or anything else of substance. I needed to find where he kept his records.
Well, I reckon his records will be over here through this door. But as I've already played this bit, I'm not going to move and pretend that I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to get
This
through it
was
as
where the
quickly as I
stolen
can for
painting
you.
had hung. Why that painting? And why kill for it? The stolen painting had an alarm, which should have sounded when the painting was removed. I needed to find out why it hadn't. So, the alarm wasn't broken. I suspected foul play.
No.
So that was why the alarm hadn't sounded. A wire had been cut by someone who knew exactly what they were doing. This was an inside job.
Okay.
The door was locked with a keypad. The wires from the camera ran into the room behind. It must have captured the whole robbery.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, George. I like George. I like the witty banter between him and everybody else. They're funny.
It was Hector Lane, France's greatest art critic. We'd met before. It hadn't ended well. For a moment, I thought he was dead. But from the snoring, I guessed he'd only fainted.
Okay, so he's not dead. Let's spray.
Time to awaken the beast. What?
Yay, let's wake him up. Come on, big fella.
What was that? It smells like the 70s. Where am I?
You fainted.
I told
Welcome
you.
back to the land of the living.
I wouldn't exactly call this living. Don't just stand there. Get me something to eat. I've had a terrible shock, you know.
It was a blob of chewed gum. The nail clippers were monogrammed with the letters HL. Hector Lane. They must have fallen out of his pocket.
Yeah, he could have cut the wire. Okay.
The thief left the pizza box behind. I wondered what was in it. Well,
Old
no
pizza.
surprise there. Pizza. The guy must have been hungry. There was only one slice left.
Let's give the hungry man pizza. I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, that's cool. I'll give you this pizza out of my bag. Here you go.
I found a slice of pizza.
I asked for food, boy, not a cardboard simulacrum.
Ooh,
Oh, okay, if you don't want it.
sorry.
I didn't say that. Now give it here.
And doesn't have caviar, a chap. So are you supposed to be English?
Given the circumstances, that was surprisingly acceptable.
You don't
Now,
sound
what's been
American.
going on? Oh, Henri, is he
Dead? Afraid so.
poor chap? Just like him to steal the limelight, though.
That's a bit of an extreme thing to say.
Excuse me.
Do I know you?
Yes, our paths have crossed in the Glees Gallery.
Of course, the man with the absinthe. I don't suppose you...
Afraid not.
Pity. I'm sorry, but I'm having trouble remembering your name.
I'm
Absent.
George Stobart. I insured the exhibition.
I hope you have deep pockets then, my boy.
Could I ask you a few questions, Mr. Lane?
Fire away.
Okay.
Did you know the gallery owner?
Of course, we worked together on the exhibition.
Oh, really?
Henri provided the space. I was the creative powerhouse.
Ooh.
How long had you known him?
As a friend, many years. Our professional relationship had only recently blossomed into this exhibition, under my curatorial wing. And now the poor fellow has gone and got himself killed.
If Lane was involved with the gallery, then he had to know the code to that door.
Okay, so give me the code, dude.
So, you help run this place? Maybe you can give me the code to that door.
The code to the office?
I just thought you might have the number.
I do, but I couldn't possibly give you access before the police arrive.
I figured I wasn't going to get the door code from Lane by playing nice.
Let's not
I
play
needed
so
to
nice.
turn the heat up.
Let's play mean.
Mr. Lane, you're really going to have to give me the code to that door.
And why, pray, should I do that?
Because the way the cops will see it, you're the prime suspect. We both know you're innocent, Mr. Lane, but the cops, well, they may not see things so simply. I might be able to get them off your case, but in exchange, I'd like the code for the office door.
But that's preposterous. The police would have neither evidence nor motive.
Funny you should mention that.
Okay. What about the
Someone
wire?
sabotaged the alarm on the stolen painting. A wire was cut.
What? Who could have got into the alarm system?
Exactly. It was an inside job, Mr. Lane.
You're not suggesting that I...
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid that's the way the cops are going to see it.
That's preposterous. How could I possibly have cut the wire?
With the nail clippers.
Are these your nail clippers, Mr. Lane?
Yes, they have my initials monogrammed on them.
Huh. The perfect implement for cutting the alarm on the stolen painting.
What are you saying?
Well, the alarm was sabotaged, Mr. Lane. It was an inside job.
Are you accusing me? How
Yes.
dare you? I had no reason to kill Henri, no motive whatsoever.
Money.
Okay, but I don't think the cops will see it like that. And I sure would like that door code. An unusual painting turns up at your exhibition and gets stolen. Doesn't look good, does it?
And your point is?
The cops are going to ask some awkward questions. But you give me the code to the CCTV room, and I'll do my best to point them elsewhere.
I cannot let you into that room, Mr. Stobart. Besides, Henri found La Malédiction, not me. I had nothing to do with it.
This is an inside job for sure, Mr. Lane. The police are going to be very interested in your recent movements.
I've been out of town for several days, and last night I retired early.
Just saying.
You're not going to scare me into giving you that door code, you know.
Do you want to bet?
I was onto something here, and I knew it. Lane was sweating. It wasn't pretty.
I will play not very nice with you, Mr. Lane. I will demand all the information
The
from
street
you.
was quiet and upmarket. Not the kind of place for an opportunist thief.
Come, George. Let us go talk to the cafetiere or the barista. I'm sorry for doing a really bad French accent.
Excuse me.
Monsieur?
There's just been a robbery at the gallery.
Oh, really?
You don't sound surprised.
All property is theft, monsieur. And all art is property. Therefore, all art is theft. Do you not agree?
Well, when you put it like that, it's hard not to.
All property is theft.
Did you see anybody run out of the gallery earlier?
I didn't
There was
see
a
anything.
beautiful woman with a camera. She was chasing somebody.
Oh, that must have been Nico.
You know her? You surprise me.
Can you tell me anything about the man she was chasing?
I assume, monsieur, that like all of us, he is inherently unknowable.
No wonder this guy's cafe was empty.
Okay.
The gallery owner, Henri, was shot dead trying to stop the robbery.
Life has no meaning the moment you lose the illusion of being eternal.
Right. Did you know him well?
Can we ever truly know another human being, monsieur? He spent little time at the cafe, unlike his friend, Monsieur Lane.
Ah, then.
What do you know about Hector Lane?
Lane? Oh, yes. He drinks here sometimes. He slid away last night without paying.
Last night? What sort of time?
After midnight, for sure. If you see him, give him this bill, and tell him to pay up next time.
Why did he not pay?
The check was from last night. But Lane told me he was nowhere near the gallery. This could be the leverage I needed to get the office door code from Lane. What do you know about Le Lizard Bleu?
It's bourgeois, vacuous, and overpriced. Just like its curator Lane. He's always in here, you know, talking art to his latest flusée.
Guessing he doesn't like.
Would you
names.
like a squirt of this?
Are you suggesting I smell, monsieur?
No, sorry. Do you recognize these?
They are nail clippers.
So you and Lane aren't best of pals, huh?
The man is a second-rate critic, peddling meaningless aphorisms.
Thank you for your consistent indifference, monsieur.
Perhaps next time you come, I will give you a coffee. Perhaps not.
I like that guy. I know I probably shouldn't, but I do. His attitude amuses me. Now looking at this window.
The room looked like some sort of office for the gallery. I could just see the glow of the CCTV monitor in the corner.
A pissoir. I like these. They're quite cool.
You gotta hand it to the French. They know how to take a leak in style.
Okay, let's scare Lane.
Take a look at this.
What of it?
It's your bill from the cafe next door.
So?
It's dated yesterday. Last night, in fact. 12:30 to be exact. You said you were out of town. You sure drank a lot of champagne last night without paying the bill.
Also said you.
But you told me
early.
that you were away from Paris last night. I hate to say it, but that sounds like a lie to me. Tell you what, you give me the code to the door, and the police need never know. A motive and proof of involvement. Not looking good, Mr. Lane.
You are a blackmailer, Stobart.
Yes.
Just doing my job.
All right. You have me. The number is 6397.
631.
But I admit to none of these spurious accusations.
Of course not.
I had the code. The police would be here any moment, so I had to work fast.
6397. 6397. Come on, George.
What was that number
6397.
again? 6-4.
Everyone, hold it right there.
Damn it.
I am Inspector Navet of the Paris Serious Crime Squad, and I hereby declare this crime scene open. Closed. Now, nobody move, especially you on the floor. Mo, I want a total lockdown. Nobody in or out. Apart from me, of course.
A few minutes later. Yay!
I needed to get back into the gallery, but a familiar figure was guarding the door. It was Sergeant Mou. Our paths had crossed before.
Hey, Sergeant Moo. He's got a mighty stash. Come on, talk.
Sergeant Mou, we meet again.
Aha, Madame Collard. An unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu! That poor man! Who is Inspector Navet?
The most promising young investigator on the force. A genius, a man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the world expert. He reads the entrails of the crime scene like a book.
You need more than blood splatter.
I really need to get into the gallery and speak to Inspector Navet.
Tut. He is not to be disturbed. He is applying his famous scientific methods. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
Oh, he's tired.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Mou?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest. Navet is a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man. If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door for you.
That's very thoughtful of you. Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Oh, gendarme.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
Ooh, what was the incident?
That incident you mentioned, what happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty, and I need to focus.
Oh, making me yawn. Oh.
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Mou. You've been so helpful.
Maybe we should get him a coffee. What do you guys think? Let's go get him a coffee. Un café, monsieur. Monsieur?
Madame,
Bonjour, monsieur.
whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why are you standing here?
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you, and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days, their almond croissant,
What's wrong with an
That
almond
bad, huh?
croissant?
and the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos, frappes.
You're in
I
the
see
wrong
your
job.
point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy, for freedom, equality, fraternity.
Vive la Révolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French café noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse. The black, sweet taste of freedom.
So that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries.
You
And
serve
you,
lame.
madame, with your polite top and your pointy heels, are none of those things.
This is a cafe.
Yes, to the right people.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.
Let's show him my press card. Maybe that will impress him.
Here's my press card.
La liberté.
Aye.
Madame, you are not the person that I took you to be.
Ah.
You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
Never judge a book by
Well,
its
of
cover.
course I accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world.
Which
I know now
revolution are
that
you
are
on
not the
about?
kind of woman who would ask me for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
Because you don't look really old enough to be in either of them. You know, definitely weren't around in the original French Revolution, and you don't look old enough to have been in the Second World War either.
Monsieur,
Give me coffee.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
Aye.
could we have a little chat?
Any time, madame.
Cafe?
How about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There is only one coffee that I can serve you. Black, strong, and in a tiny cup. One moment.
Ah, coffee.
Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Coffee. Now I need another coffee for the grande dame.
The coffee was hot and strong.
I need another coffee.
Would you make me
please.
a coffee to go?
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One moment. Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Send
Thank
that
you,
with the
monsieur.
level of contempt it truly deserved. I love that barrister. He's awesome. He has charisma. Here, have a coffee.
Sergeant Moo, I brought you a coffee.
Coffee? Fantastic. Just what I need. But wait. I must not. My little problem.
I'm sure one little cup of coffee won't hurt.
I'm tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
So, this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your little problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security for the president himself.
Wow.
One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister.
I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee. When I came back, the dog was having a liaison dangereuse with the lady minister's terrier.
But how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later, the president's Labrador gave birth to 6 beautiful mongrels.
Oh dear.
And I was busted to sergeant just after the president's divorce came through.
You are a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course. You knew you must not fall asleep at your post. You were guarding the president himself.
Well, the president's dog.
Ah, it was the same thing.
Yes, I suppose.
And by drinking that coffee, you made the ultimate sacrifice for our glorious republic. Your career.
Now you put it like that?
And now France is calling you again. She is saying, drink, Sergeant Moo, drink!
She is?
She is. Drink or fall asleep at your post. Which is it to be?
I suppose it is drink?
Bravo, Sergeant!
Oh man. Coffee is good. So what now?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room. It has gone straight through me. Could you watch the gallery door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant. I distracted Moo. It was now or never.
Quick, in the door.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Nico, am I glad to see you.
I managed to grab a couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. It looks to me like an inside job.
So, no ordinary robbery?
And no ordinary painting. The priest claims that La Maledizio is evil. I need to get into the office and see what the CCTV has to offer.
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay. And with that neat little cut-off point, we're going to end this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye!